It's Sonny and Finn's Wrestling and Video Game Podcast. This week we talk about our TLC and NXT arrival predictions, as well as the current state of WWE.
Hello and welcome to the first ever Sonny and Finn podcast with myself, Sonny, and my good friend Finn. How are you, Finn?
I'm good, thank you very much. Thanks for asking.
Good. We're going to talk about professional wrestling. We're going to talk about gaming. We feel that people who enjoy both of these products, sort of go hand in hand with each other. So
A lot of crossover.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about both of these things. Some weeks maybe just wrestling, some weeks maybe just gaming, some weeks maybe both. Depends what's going on and what there is to talk about. So we'll start with wrestling. We're WWE guys. I've been watching wrestling for the last 25 years.
Same.
I'm 31 now, and
You're old.
I am pretty old. But I've watched a lot of wrestling in them 25 years. So at the minute, as the internet is rightly saying, the product at the minute is very stale.
Shocking, you could say.
I think this, in the 25 years that I have been watching it, I think this is one of the lowest points for WWE.
Yeah.
I've seen some awful wrestling over the years.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
You have a champion no one cares about.
Yep.
Everybody's injured. It's yeah.
It's shocking. It's shocking. It is. It's really bad. I can't. I know we said this before we started recording. We couldn't put our finger on why it's so bad or how it's gotten to this point.
Yeah, it's just bad, predictable decisions, and the fact that you don't have any top heels because Seth's gone. And yeah, it's just you got no one. Everyone at the top of the card is gone. Like you got Cena's off recording a movie or something. Randy Orton's, I don't know, dead or something. Yes, Seth's hurt obviously. Cesaro could be a top guy. He's just hurt his shoulder, so that's out of question. It's like, what do you do? Who's left?
Yeah,
I mean, you could put someone like Kevin Owens at the top of the card. He'd be ready, but he's like in mid card hell at the minute. So
yeah, I think the main issue, or one of the main issues for me, is the length of Raw.
yeah,
I knew when it first went to 3 hours that it was going to be a mistake. That it was going to be a problem, and long term, it was going to be a problem. The depth of the roster could be there, but it's making these guys that you have already buried believable again.
yeah. You have the talent. This guy's he's stuck on superstars. You can bring up like Zack Ryder's and Heath Slater's and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Use the talent. They're there.
Adam Rose is a prime one at the minute.
Yeah.
That Adam Rose segment that is appearing on Raw every week is abysmal.
Yeah, it ain't great.
But I thought
it comes from a bad gimmick to an even worse gimmick. If that's even possible.
I know. I mean, the party all the time thing. It was cool on NXT because it works in a small environment, but it was just lost in a big arena.
Yeah, and he's had 2 NXT episodes, and then he was called up to the main roster. So give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance to develop the character properly, and then give him the chance on the main roster if you really have to.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The problem is, I mean, you start from the bottom of the card. So I mean, Raw starts every week with a lengthy promo. This week, I thought we were going to start seeing some change because obviously Raw started with the 16-man tag team match.
Oh yeah.
The 16-man elimination tag team match.
I haven't been looking about Raw anymore. It all just kind of passes by. I watch it.
So I mean, it started off with a promo, but then the promo wasn't very long, which was good. And then the tag match started, and I thought this is pretty cool. But now you've used 16 of your top guys in the first bit of the show.
Yeah.
You've got another 2.25 hours to fill after this.
Yeah.
What is going to be on it?
Yeah.
And
They like reused wrestlers they would have used in that night or something.
I know, and that annoys me every week.
Yeah.
Like, it's the oversaturation of the top guys. When it was 2 hours, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was watchable.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy Dreamer was in the first match.
Why is Tommy Dreamer back?
I know. I love Dreamer, I do. I love DCW, but I was very surprised to see him back.
Yeah, it's we got families. Oh, it's Spike Dudley. Oh, no, it's Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a weird decision anyway, but...
Yeah.
And then obviously this week they've brought Rhino into the mix, like we haven't seen Rhino on NXT this whole time. But that's another thing. But it's just Dreamer was in a match with Strowman towards the end of the show.
Oh yeah.
And the New Day were on again a lot of times. I don't know. The problems are so deep at the minute.
Yeah, that's the other thing. In the first match, didn't the Wyatts get eliminated first by a Tommy Dreamer DDT?
Yeah.
It doesn't really make them look very strong, does it?
which Michael Cole called the Dreamer Driver.
The Dreamer Driver, yeah.
And before he did it, he also called him John Dreamer. So
did he? I missed that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he called him John Dreamer, and I just. I couldn't believe it. I miss good play-by-play commentators.
Bring back they are.
Bring back anybody. I don't know. Just bring someone back who knows wrestling moves and wrestling, because...
No, I liked Matt Striker. He's underutilised and what's the word?
Underutilised.
Yeah.
I think he's good on Lucha Underground. He knows
yeah.
his stuff. He knows the moves. Carries Vampiro. We'll talk about Lucha Underground actually. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But at the minute, WWE's got serious problems, and leading into Sunday's TLC pay-per-view, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just gonna be another stale, boring pay-per-view again, isn't it? Because what was the last one was Survivor Series. Because they're too afraid of pulling the trigger on anything big. Like, they could have turned Roman Reigns heel.
Yeah.
And they should have done. It would have been awesome, because half the audience is already booing Reigns because it's boring and he can't talk in the microphone.
Awful on the mic.
So bad.
Awful.
Worse than I am, and I'm pretty terrible. Yeah, because here's what they should have done. First match of the night was Reigns versus Del Rio. Have Reigns lose clean to Del Rio. It's got to be clean.
Wow, you're going with that?
Yeah, and then...
Okay.
And there's more. And then, next match, the same thing happened. Ambrose goes over Owens. That's fine. Then, between matches, you have Triple H approaching Reigns, saying, "Offer's still on the table." Puts his hand out, shakes hand. Roman just shakes his head and walks off or whatever. But Triple H still there, smoke with a smirk on his face, nods. And later in the night, you have Del Rio versus Ambrose for the championship. Ambrose wins. Huge celebration. Reigns comes out, celebrates with him. Yeah, you did it, champion! Yay! Confetti all going down. Ambrose goes to the top rope to celebrate, hold the championship. Yeah, I'm the champ. Jumps down, turns around, spear! Roman Reigns spears Ambrose, and Darman Guy almost goes nuts. And then dodgy ref jumps in. He covers him 1, 2, kick out of 2, and Reigns just loses it, whilst beating the crap out of his buddy Ambrose. Pulls him out of the ring, throws him against barricades, through an announce table if you want. Just really violent, vicious beating on his old friend Ambrose. Then throws him in the ring, one more spear, and then 1, 2, 3. Reigns is now the champion.
So have a Triple H sanctioned match after the main event.
Yeah, it's just a dodgy match. Reigns goes over. And a super massive heel. Everybody hates is booing. And yeah.
Then you could have had Ambrose versus Reigns sort of going forward for the next couple of
Yeah,
months.
exactly. It would have been awesome.
Instead of that,
Instead
of that idea,
good old Shamo,
we've now got Sheamus as the champion.
Who nobody cares about.
No, I mean, I thought the decision to put the Money in the Bank on him in the first place was very, very strange. I didn't see it coming. Everybody in that match, which I can't remember who was in the match now, but there was people in there who you thought could have won it, and it would have been okay for them to win it. And then Sheamus won it, and I couldn't understand the decision. I still don't, I have to be honest, I still don't. But they had to get the briefcase off him one way or another. The way I would have done it, if they really had to go down that route of having neither Ambrose or Reigns turn heel, and they had to have Sheamus come in and cash in. Fine, do it, but just no one wants to see him as champion, so just have Reigns beat him.
Yeah.
Just have Reigns win, make him look dominant. He's just won the world title. He's come through the big tournament for the world title, and he's won it. And great, all the confetti and the very over the top celebration. I mean, I didn't watch that event live. I watched it the morning after, so a few hours after it finished. And when Reigns had won it, there was still 35 minutes left of that show. I was like, well, this isn't over.
Yeah, clearly.
Like, this main event's lasted less than 10 minutes. Yeah. There is still a long time left of this show. Then Triple H comes down and you think, right, what's going to happen here? And then I thought, right, I've not spoiled it for myself. What's Triple H going to do? What's going to happen? And then Sheamus comes down and wins the title. And I couldn't believe that they went down that route. And now I understand that before WrestleMania and before the next Money in the Bank pay-per-view, Sheamus has got to do something with that briefcase.
Yeah.
Fine, I haven't got a problem with that. But just have Reigns beat him.
Yeah.
Then have
the Sandow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what went through my mind at that point when I was thinking this. And they had Cena beat Sandow.
Of course, Lol Cena wins.
Yeah, in an excellent match, by the way. That was a really good match. The Cena versus Sandow match that they had on Raw was excellent. Anyway, just take it off Sheamus. No one wants to see him as champion. They must know that. They must know it.
Yeah.
I know there's always a reaction from the fans when anyone cashes in the Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah, because of course, like big huge.
The reaction that night was probably because no one wanted Reigns to win.
Yeah, probably.
But now, no one cares about Sheamus. Yeah. So just have Reigns beat him, then, you move forward from that. And Sheamus is out of the picture. He's failed. Go back to doing whatever he's doing. I mean, that earlier on that night, he was dancing with the New Day.
Yeah. That made me laugh. If nothing else.
Yeah, I remember.
But I don't know. He's laughing at kind of, that's cute.
This guy who's acting a clown earlier on in the show is now your world champion. So.
Yeah. It's a bit weird.
It's very weird.
Let's just make all of New Day champion and have them on every show.
I've got a lot of time for the New Day.
Yeah, I love New Day. They're so good.
A lot of oversaturation on Raw the last couple of weeks, but there's nothing else to fill Raw with.
Exactly. Yeah, they know people like New Day, so just put them there.
So you could have had, I don't know, maybe have Sheamus lose the Money in the Bank, have Reigns go forward as champion, and maybe have a little friendly rivalry between Ambrose and Reigns. Like, Ambrose, I want another shot. Whatever. Either way, it hasn't happened, and here we are now in a rut. So the last couple of weeks on Raw, we've seen the League of Nations formed.
Yes. And
which I didn't have a problem with that. I thought, okay, okay.
It's something.
It gives Wade Barrett something to do.
Yeah, definitely.
It gives Rusev a purpose, because I honestly do feel that all of this Lana, TMZ nonsense has really damaged him.
Yeah. Both terrible storyline, but
it was awful. It was a bad storyline anyway, made even worse by the fact that the truth came out.
Yeah.
We're all fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We're not stupid. We're not.
They can get engaged. They have to bring it up into storylines. Who cares?
Triple H said on Austin's podcast that kayfabe was dead.
Yeah.
Right, and it is. Like, the internet has made professional wrestling, or at least ridiculous storylines like Lana's with Ziggler and all that sort of stuff. It makes it stupid, because we all know that Lana and Rusev are in Ireland. They've bought a house together and all that sort of stuff, and they're very happy and whatever, and now they're engaged. Great. So why go with that story in the first place?
Yeah.
The mind boggles. But so, I mean, when the League of Nations was formed, I thought, okay, this is cool. We can, that it gives them all something to do, and it gives something, at least something, to this awful period of wrestling.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got the Usos and Ambrose and Reigns. I don't know if they've been officially called it, but I read somewhere they were going to be called the Family.
Oh, really? Alright.
Awful.
Yeah, terrible.
But anyway.
It's something.
But being the heel team should be dominating. It should be dominating every week. And it doesn't seem to be happening.
No, it's...
They should be together all the time. So the Nation of Domination, if one was out there was another one out there with them.
definitely.
Always flanked by one of the other ones, or all of them.
Yeah, or like New
Corporate
Day.
Ministry, whatever, Ministry of Darkness, they were always together. DX, there wasn't just one of them out there on their own.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem to be happening. They're all doing individual things and being touted as League of Nations members.
Yeah, that's true. It's not great.
It's crap.
Not really, yeah.
I mean, the League of Nations I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with the faction of the Usos, Reigns and Ambrose. I don't have a problem with that either. I just have a problem with the way it's handled.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's we're supposed to like be into this whole rivalry bit. It's like we don't care because they don't do anything with it.
Yeah, I mean, I read there was people. I mean, this is common knowledge now, but I read there was people leaving Raw during that last segment.
Really, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, I think I played fast forward through. I don't even.
I fast forward most of Raw this week and most weeks now because it sucks. But Reigns spearing Sheamus at the end of to close the show was basically the best bit of that segment.
Yeah,
the rest of it was embarrassing. Like Reigns can't talk anyway. Sheamus has really lost his way because he's laughing and joking, but he's a heel at the same time. So to make it believable that he's a heel, and sometimes making crap jokes that
Sheamus 515 says I just kicked your arse.
Yeah,
Also, how can they say arse but not arse?
Yeah,
they're the same word.
Well, then Michael Cole and JBL say arse like it's a really funny thing to say. So he leads into TLC this Sunday with a really big problem.
Yeah. No one cares about TLC.
I mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah, me too.
But
I mean,
we're
suckers.
Let's have a look at what the final card is for TLC this Sunday, and we'll dissect it. We'll do that.
Sheamus versus Reigns. No one cares. The best match I'm looking forward to is probably Owens versus Ambrose.
Yeah, I mean that could be good.
Yeah, that's a match.
But again, with that's just it's been thrown together.
Yeah, exactly. There's no rivalry there. It's just like you have the championship. I want the championship. That's fine.
Yeah, Ambrose 4 nights prior to this IC title match being announced, he was going for the world title at Survivor Series.
Yeah,
now he's
dropped
dropped straight down the card. Yeah. So this is what the current updated. This is up to date as of now. The TLC card. Yeah. So let's go from bottom to top. So we've got Ryback versus Rusev.
Yeah. Ryback so Ryback.
That means absolutely nothing to me. So that will get fast forward.
What feud are they having?
I mean, they have been interfering in matches. I think Ryback injured Lana, maybe. I did fast forward this, so
it wouldn't surprise me. Ryback injures the lead, buddy.
Yeah, so it's very. That's a strange one. That's nobody cares about that match.
Nope.
The Dudleys and Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts in an 8-man elimination tables match, which has the potential to be very cool.
Yeah. The Wyatts don't look very strong at the minute. I think the Wyatts should win that. Yeah. But then the Dudleys haven't won anything because I don't know why.
I know why. A Survivor Series. I think it was a Survivor Series. Oh, I don't know. Either way, there was a huge botch.
What was there?
It was awful. I don't know what they went to do. I think they went to... Bubba picked whoever the opponent was up for a sidewalk slam.
Yeah,
and Devon would have probably gone into a leg drop.
And they just kind of followed around there for a second.
They just dropped and it looked awful.
Oh, yeah.
All of a sudden, Dudley's are out the title picture.
Yes.
Go figure. So, the Wyatts never look strong.
No.
Because they book Bray Wyatt in such a strong position to build his opponent up and make the promos excellent and all that sort of stuff, and then he just seems to peter out. He loses.
It's weird, yeah.
It's such a crap way of doing it.
It should be like a top heel team, but they're just not. I don't know why.
I mean, look at the guys they've got. I mean, Bray himself is excellent. He's so good. He's one of the best, if not the best, they've got sort of doing promo work and whatnot at the minute.
Even just kind of get a stay after a while, but that's just because exaggeration, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but there's only so much he can do. I mean, the whole Undertaker thing.
That's terrible. That's all of the thing.
You got Eric Rowan.
He's tall and has a beard.
He's tall. He fits the description of a monster.
Yeah. I like the kick he does.
But they've already ruined it because...
Oh yeah, they're turning face.
He just turned... Yeah, he turned face. And then one week he turned up on Raw with the Wyatts. He was stood there, ginger beard, white sheep mask, and the commentary were like, wow, Michael Cole and JBL were like, wow, there's a guy in a white mask stood with the wires. Who could this be? The lights came up. Shock horror, it was Rowan. Oh my god, it's Eric Rowan. Oh, is it? Oh, we had no idea up until this point. God. So, Eric Rowan, plus he's the one who always takes the fall as well.
Yeah.
He's ruined.
He's the one who got pinned by Dreamer by the DDT.
Yeah, the Dreamer driver by John Dreamer.
Oh, I still laugh so much.
Eric
John Dreamer.
Yeah, John Dreamer, former ECW legend. Luke Harper is so good.
Oh, he's amazing. That's why I actually had to Ziggler a while back.
Yeah.
He's got an Intercontinental Championship.
Amazing. Yeah. All the potential in the world, does nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Like Ziggler.
Like Ziggler. Does nothing. I don't know much about Strowman. It's not my cup of tea. I don't think he's that good.
He's big and growls a bit.
If the rest of them didn't really talk, and Bray Wyatt, they just led them, and Bray Wyatt was like, right, go to the ring, like ordering them what to do, blah blah blah. It could be awesome. They could be really dominant. But I think it's just ruined now because they've been booked so poorly.
Yeah. I'm the apocalypse now.
Yeah. It's been booked so poorly that it's at a point now where I just don't care.
No, it's
So I would, from a fan point of view, I like the Dudleys, I like Tommy Dreamer, and I like Rhino.
Yeah, thank you.
The Wyatts should win, but who knows? Who knows what direction they're actually going to go in with this? Because it's WWE, and we now don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's not like a flaccid feud with nothing there. Are they in potential for the titles? Probably not.
Yeah.
So who cares?
Who knows? Okay, next one. Divas title match. Charlotte with Ric Flair, of course.
Of course. Woo.
Versus Paige.
Yeah, it could be good. I don't know what they're doing with Charlotte. Are they going to turn her heel? Are they going to do it with Paige? Why would they do it with Paige? Paige already a heel. And they just did the whole weird thing with mentioning Charlotte's dead brother, which was awkward. And Charlotte, yeah. I don't know. I think they're going to turn Charlotte heel, but not yet. They're going to wait until something with Becky Lynch, maybe, to try and make Becky Lynch look better. This is kind of the forgotten one and all this Divas Revolution nonsense.
I have to be honest, I don't like the build-up for this.
No, it's weird.
The match at Survivor Series should have been better.
Yeah.
When you see the standard of women's matches on NXT, and then these same women have come up to the main roster.
Yeah, instead of being brought down to like the Bellas level, it's just not how you do it. It's to bring them Bellas up to.
Yeah, the whole point of a Divas Revolution is to revolutionise the division.
Exactly. Yeah.
It hasn't changed.
No.
Just because you bring Sasha Banks and Charlotte and Becky up from NXT, it's not a revolution. It's just new divas. That's all it is. They shouldn't be called the Divas either. They should change the women's title, the Divas title, back to the women's title, like it is in NXT.
Absolutely.
And give them some decent time. I mean, when Lita and Trish and stuff like that were around in the glory days of the Divas division, the standard of wrestling was good.
Yeah.
I mean, Trish and Lita, they made headline Raw and had a great match.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sasha and Bayley headlined the NXT event and it showed how good it can be because I was so psyched up for that match.
It was so good.
I was so pumped for it. I was like, the rest of the card fine, but I can't wait to see Bayley versus Sasha. When I saw Charlotte versus Paige, I was like, okay, this could be so good.
Oh yeah.
And then I watched the match and it was slow. The pacing was off, and
yeah, the ending was weird as well. Because it's like under the ropes and Paige like right next to the ropes, because they just grabbed it or something. I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah.
The match that happened more like nights afterwards was better, but it still wasn't great.
I didn't really like the way that Charlotte won the women's title from Nikki either. I mean, I think Nikki's hurt, so I think they probably took it off her for that reason.
Oh yeah, probably.
But
that match is weird as well because
Nikki dominated the whole match. Like they had Nikki with so much offense for the whole match.
Yeah.
And then I think Charlotte hit a spear off Nikki came off the rope. Charlotte hit the spear, then did the figure eight and won. Like off no offense at all, really.
Also, Nikki kind of bossed it because she kind of turned over to tap out, but if you're turning over, you're reversing the pressure. So why would you tap out? Because it's just not very good.
Yeah. Well, so that one, I'm not. I don't know what they're doing with Charlotte. It was 1 week she's happy and all this sort of stuff, and she's a face and it's great, blah blah blah. Ric Flair's her every week, and which is also annoying to me. He offers nothing to the program.
No.
Why have a nod?
Is it there to be like, hey, remember me? I'm old.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ric Flair. I do woos, I touch my muscles and all that sort of stuff. And I don't understand. It's just weird how he's on every week. I like Flair. I do like Ric Flair.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't need to see him every week with Charlotte. No. It sucks. The only way I see this going is Charlotte retaining.
Yeah, probably. I can't see Paige winning it back this early.
No, I can't either.
I think he's setting up for a heel turn. Possibly a double turn, Paige turning back face, but she's only just become heel, so that would be a bit weird.
I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea where this is going. So Charlotte is turning heel, Paige is already a heel. Two heels fighting each other doesn't work anyway.
No, it still works.
So
That's very bad.
I don't know. The only outcome I see is Charlotte winning, probably by cheating.
Yeah, probably a big player.
Or they could turn Becky heel. They could have Becky come down, wall up Charlotte, whatever.
That'd be shocking.
Something different, something that we're not expecting. I know I've just said it now, but I don't expect that to happen.
No.
Well, Becky is still involved in this. Becky is still involved in this somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe, but I'm going with a Charlotte win.
Yeah. Me
I
too.
can't see past it. This one has potential, but it's been thrown together because of the manner in which they brought Del Rio back. So it's Del Rio versus Jack Swagger in a chairs match.
I forgot Jack Swagger even existed. Chairs match. What the hell is a chairs match supposed to be anyway? You mean no disqualification?
Every year with TLC, they did it last year with they had tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
Oh god, and stairs. Was that a big show and someone with this? Okay.
It was awful. Yeah, they had like a stairs match with someone, Mark Henry, maybe, I'm not sure, but
that was so stupid.
when on Raw they obviously did the final pay-per-view hype this week on Raw, and the Jack Swagger and Del Rio segment was there. See, Del Rio, he was in the first match on Raw, and then again promoting his own segment in the middle of the show, whatever. They both had chairs in their hand, and it hadn't even been announced that it was a chairs match, and straight away I thought, yeah, I know exactly where this is going. Del Rio
just skips that whole segment.
Jack Swagger hit Del Rio. They were both holding chairs, so hit the chair into Del Rio's hand. Del Rio falls over Zeb's mobility scooter. Segment over. Right. So I thought that's going to be a chairs match. It's for the US title as well. I don't know if you saw the bit after where Del Rio was sort of having a go at Zeb backstage.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. I think it's on YouTube, wasn't it?
If they're going to split Del Rio and Zeb up already, that is the right way to go, because they shouldn't have put them together anyway.
No, it was a weird Mex America wing thing. It
doesn't work. No, it doesn't resonate with anyone. No one cares about it. And Jack Swagger works better with Zeb because he's got a mouthpiece.
Oh yeah.
Del Rio doesn't need it.
No, he can talk.
He can talk. Jack Swagger not so much. I think Jack Swagger. I can't look past Del Rio keeping the title.
No, he's only had it for like 5 minutes anyway, hasn't he?
Well, they probably
nobody at this point. Former champion, world champion, believe it or not.
Yeah,
who wonders that?
I know. Well, when Jack Swagger cashed in Money in the Bank when he had it, I was like, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah,
I was wrong. I was definitely wrong.
Yeah, he's got all the talent in the world, wrestling wise, but he's just he's boring.
Well, I liked him in the WWE version of ECW.
Oh yeah,
and he was pretty dominant. He was young and he was big and looked the part. A couple of crap haircuts and a couple of DUI charges after.
Oh yeah,
and that's what it is. But so Del Rio, I see him winning that.
Yeah, definitely.
What could happen? Swagger could come down with Zeb, like some sort of reunion of We the People or that, and then Zeb turns on Jack. When there was the Ruse and Mex America back together.
Oh yeah,
that could happen.
That sounds like a WWE thing.
Definitely. So split them up on Raw, have them back together 7 days later at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I think Del Rio will win.
Yeah, definitely.
The next one, tag titles. So New Day versus Triple Threat tag team. So New Day versus the Usos versus the Lucha Dragons.
That sounds like a decent match actually.
That is a ladder match as well. So that has a lot of potential.
Definitely, just with Lucha people.
Kofi is excellent in that sort of situation, but recently he hasn't really been doing any of the high flying stuff. But I think he might in this sort of environment.
Yeah, definitely. It's because he also don't tend to do high flying stuff, so he's probably cut down on that a lot. But I definitely see him coming back in the ladder match. because they're separate, all that kind of stuff.
I assume it'll be Kofi and Big E, not Xavier Woods.
Probably. Although I still Xavier will have some same.
He'll be there.
Oh, yeah,
playing trumpet, which is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah, I love it.
This is quite difficult to call.
Yeah, I did hear someone. It was on What Culture, also YouTube channel. They say that someone said that they think they're going to give everyone in Roman's faction a championship, like the Usos and Ambrose, and then have Reigns turn heel because he's the only one with that championship. It sounds like a good idea. It probably means it won't happen for this WWE.
Yeah.
So I think that New Day will retain. And I hope New Day will retain because they deserve it. Because they're awesome. Probably by Xavier Woods shenanigans.
Yeah, probably. I too have heard the giving all of the family. All of them a title, so the Usos could win. Which I have to be honest, I don't have a problem with the Usos. I never have. Some people don't like the Usos, but because they're fan favourites for the kids. I say Uso, you say all that sort of stuff. I like the Usos, but New Day are very strong at the minute. If they were to lose the titles, obviously they're going to a program with whoever the winners are. For the next month or so, leading up to the Royal Rumble, maybe. Does it lose momentum after that if they don't? Because I can't see them winning it back straight away.
No, yeah.
I don't like that either. I don't like when a champion loses the belt, or somebody wins the belt and they lose it straight away.
Yeah.
Crap.
Like
Reigns. He's former world champion. Yeah, for 5 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not a former champion. It sucks. What's the point? I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that. My WWE clearly love the Lucha Dragons as well. They would love to throw that down our throats with masks and all that stuff.
I don't think. Sin Cara can get a whole match without watching. That'd be great.
Yeah. Although I think the current version of Sin Cara, which is Hunico.
Yeah. He bosses a lot less, but he still watches.
Yeah, he's too big. He's really built for a lucha. Luchadors can be big. Look at La Parka and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, they're really
back in the day. Yeah. Sami Zayn used to have that character. Yeah. Anyway,
I love Sami Zayn.
I do as well.
He loves entrance music.
Yeah, we'll get to Sami Zayn and stuff like NXT in a minute, but I don't know who's going to win. The WWE thinking may go towards the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah.
Or the Usos winning.
Yeah, they may want fan favourite as a champion.
While the New Day is still strong, I think that's the way they should go. Because, by hook or by crook, they still keep the titles every time. And eventually they'll lose it. But for now, I think that's a good way to go. So,
yeah.
Okay, Hart says the Usos are going to win. Head says the Usos are going to win. Hart says New Day.
Yeah, I agree. I'd agree with that.
Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose.
So, like I said before, I said Ambrose will probably win because that would make a good sense for Reigns' heel turn in the future, which means it won't happen. So, Kevin Owens.
I think Dean Ambrose is going to win.
Yeah, I'd like him to win.
I'm torn with this one because these are the two guys that I think should be at the top of the pile. Owens, I'm a massive fan of Owens.
Same.
I think it's a year to the day that he debuted in NXT. Actually,
I did. Wow.
I think I saw that earlier on. I like Owens so much that I don't want Ambrose to win.
Yeah.
But I'm stuck with this one. I think Ambrose is going to win. I do think Ambrose is going to win.
If you go either way, I definitely like Owens as well. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
Awesome.
So
heel.
good.
Nice guy as well in real life.
Yeah.
It's hard to see him as a heel when he's super nice in real life. It's like John Cena. Everyone hates John Cena, but I see John Cena's super nice in real life, so I can't hate John Cena. I can't see past real life people.
I mean, I know that obviously Owens and Ambrose could. So this is what they were going to lead into Survivor Series with, I think. And obviously Seth got injured and derailed all them plans. So I mean, they could have a program going forward, and it could be very good.
Oh yeah.
Ambrose is super over, super over.
He should be top card by now.
Yeah, I mean he's super. It's like I get it, I do get it, but he's super over. too good to be carrying around the IC title, which, although should be a big deal, is tarnished.
Yeah, it's a shame.
But I like Owens as well. He's super over in a we're too cool to like the good guys way.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of that. I bought a shirt, all the rest of it. So,
yeah, I love it.
I think Ambrose is going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't say it could go either way, but I prefer Ambrose to win just because it can set things up in the future. But yeah, I think with my head I'd say Owens wins it because, yeah, I don't know. Just because.
Now on to the match that everybody wants to see. Everybody's so excited about it.
Can't wait.
Us especially. Sheamus versus Roman Reigns in a TLC match.
Woo.
Does this mean the belt's going to be suspended above the ring?
Good question. Yes? Question mark?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think TLCs typically have a suspended above the ring.
But they usually do the Raw leading into the pay-per-view. They usually do a crap segment where where the winner, the person at the end of Raw stands tall with the belt on a ladder. But they haven't mentioned any of that, so I don't know if it's going to be a pinfall sort of match.
That's a really good point. I don't know.
Which makes the ladder redundant already.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I've hit him with a ladder.
Yeah, well,
you could do that anyway. But I don't know who's going to win this either. I think Sheamus is going to win it.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's only had the belt for like 5 minutes, so I can't see him taking it off him just yet.
No, he's only been 2 weeks of Survivor Series ago?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. So it'll definitely, the same as definitely win it.
I think Sheamus will win. Okay, so I mean,
there's not much to talk about. It's like no one cares. It's
I haven't got anything else to say about it.
Nothing else is going to happen. I can't see anyone running in and helping or interfering. It's just going to be a medium, okay kind of meh match.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it's not bad, but not main event.
Yeah, that's literally all I have to say about TLC. It could be okay.
They need to do something big. They need to turn someone heel or something, but they won't because.
To keep the interest up more than anything.
Yeah,
because I have no interest in this all.
Like every time I see something WWE mentioned on like Twitter or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, I think it sucks right now. Raw sucks. I'm not watching it. It's boring. I don't care about TLC.
Yeah.
They need to do something to get people's interest back.
Yeah, because this is stupid as well. Only on the WWE network. No, it isn't. You can buy it on pay-per-view. You can buy it on Sky Box Office. You can buy it on pay-per-view for extortionate money in America. Only on the WWE network.
We paid $50 for TLC. Jesus.
No one, and that's what the problem is.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so that's TLC. As you can probably tell by the way we're talking about it, we're not overly looking forward to it. But we are suckers and we'll watch it anyway.
Yep. Those kind of fans.
Yeah, we are those kind of fans. We moan about it, but watch it every week. They've got us. Alright, so NXT TakeOver London is next week.
That I am looking forward to.
Yeah, I am very excited for that.
The only reason to have WWE Network.
Yeah, I mean, I have the WWE Network and basically just watch NXT every week.
Yeah,
it's great. It's so good. What I like about NXT is it's so well balanced as well. I mean, not this week that we're in now. The week before was very wrestling heavy. I think it was like 5 matches on this show, and it's like an hour-long show.
Yeah.
It's
a perfect length. You don't need any more than an hour.
No, not for. No, you're right. You don't. Not for something like NXT. And what's good about it is you don't see Finn Balor 4 times during the show.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't see, it's just not oversaturation of the top guys.
You don't have William Regal coming out every week doing like a 15-minute segment.
Yeah. We're going to have a look at the card for NXT TakeOver London and see sort of where it stands at the minute, and we'll give our predictions on that as well, because we've given our predictions for TLC. We may as well do the same for that.
Trying to think what matches are.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm actually scrambling through my iPhone at the minute, looking for the card. So it should be on here. It isn't.
I do think they're going to turn Finn Balor heel at some point. I don't know if they'll do it this pay-per-view, but this week especially, they had a segment with him and Apollo Crews.
On this week's NXT? I haven't watched this week's show yet, so I mean it's fine. I've read sort of the match winners and all that sort of stuff, but I didn't know they've done. I mean, Crews is going to be.
Oh, he's going to be champion.
He's going to be a champion, definitely.
He's amazing.
I really like Crews. Yeah.
He did a segment where he took Finn's belt and put it on his shoulder, and Finn just had this look on him. It's like, he's going to be heel. This whole thing with like leather jacket and thing, it suits a heel, but more than a face, I think. And yeah,
Cruz is going to be your face champion
for sure. Definitely.
At some point next year, Cruz will definitely. I mean, early doors, I think.
Yeah.
I think the idea would probably be to get Finn up to the main roster.
Yeah, definitely. He's ready to start. Okay.
He's excellent.
Yeah.
So, NXT Takeover London is obviously the next big special. I always get so excited for these events because they're not every month. They're not every. I mean, bloody hell! Survivor Series was 3 weeks ago, and already we're leading into TLC. So, the last one was the big one that they had, and that was excellent too. So, I expect no different from this because I care about all the matches.
Yeah. It's like
because decent time is spent every week building these matches up and building the characters up, that you care about what's going to happen.
Definitely.
I mean, even Asuka versus Emma.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good match.
Okay, that's the first match on here. Both. I mean, Emma is good is a good wrestler. I always thought this, even though with her silly dancing gimmick before.
Yeah,
I think she's better now as a heel.
Oh, definitely. I think she was wasted on the main roster. But it was Santino, of all people. They just had her as an escort. No, she can wrestle. Use her.
Yeah, so it's like a bring her up to the main roster, have her do crap WWE style comedy.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
What's his name?
Just went back down to NXT.
Got fired briefly. She got fired for a day.
Oh yeah, she got fired for a day. Yeah, because she was stealing iPad cases or something.
Yeah, I can't believe that. I can't believe she would steal an iPad case of all things.
I know. She must have really wanted an iPad case. Who knows? But. So Asuka versus Emma. Asuka, I really like.
Yeah,
I've never watched her in Japan or anything like that.
No, it's one of those things I'd like to watch that, but I just don't have time.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's going to be good. I mean, I think Asuka will win, or maybe Dana Brooke gets involved, helps Emma get the win, leads into Asuka versus Dana Brooke again. Either way, I think that'd be good. I think that'd be a good match.
Oh, definitely. Asuka is an excellent wrestler.
Yes.
Emma can definitely go. Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
I hope they're given time.
Yeah, me too.
I hope they're given sort of 10-15 minutes to put on a really good match at the start of the show.
I think they will.
I think Asuka wins.
Yeah, me too. This looks super strong right now. I can't see her losing.
Yeah.
This is why shenanigans.
Yeah, exactly. It could be, but yeah. Apollo Crews versus Baron Corbin.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was the thing.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin is a guy. He has a lot of potential, but he's not that great right now. He can be huge. He can put on a good match if he's pushed through it. I think Apollo Crews is a good guy to push him through it. So yeah, I think it'd be a good match.
I think Crews. They want Crews strong going forward, especially obviously they've had the segment with Finn on NXT this week. I think Apollo Crews wins.
Yeah,
then the next step for him is to fight for the title.
Yeah, I agree.
I did like Baron Corbin when he first came into it. The crowd turned on him so fast.
I know. Yeah, he's got a good look. That's kind of all he is right now.
He's got the WWE look, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's got the Vince McMahon look.
Yeah.
And that's the NXT fans. I think they're a bit more. Obviously, NXT's wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Raw is like families and stuff. You look around every week, they've all got singing t-shirts on.
Yeah.
I think Baron Corbin will be good.
Yeah.
But at the minute, he's just another stepping stone for Apollo Crews.
Yeah, definitely.
Who I hope still keeps going strong. I hope the fans don't turn on him because he does have he's muscly, he's athletic, he's a very WWE friendly wrestler.
Definitely.
So I hope the fans stick with him because I think he's great. He seems like a very nice person in real life as well.
Yeah,
he seems cool. Very genuine. So I like Apollo Crews. I see him beating Corbin clean, no ridiculousness.
Yeah,
it's not needed.
Yeah, it's great. I love Apollo. I can't see him losing.
No, I can't. NXT Tag Team Championships. Dash and Dawson, who they were calling Dawson and Wilder up until very recently.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe because then they've stopped saying Wilder altogether, so maybe he's just Dash now.
Weird. I didn't know that.
Anyway, I clocked it. I don't know why. Well, it's sad or something. I don't know. Versus Enzo and Cass.
Yeah, I like Enzo and Cass. They're Cass. They're good performers.
Very. So over as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. The crowd gets less from.
Yeah.
The other two less over, but they can wrestle really well.
What I like about Dash and Dawson is they're quite old school. They're like a proper tag team.
They go hard all day and night. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't like their music. But they're really cool.
Oh yeah.
I like them. I like Enzo and Cass, but I think they're destined for the main roster. I think that's going to happen soon.
Oh yeah, they've been on NXT for forever.
Ages.
I
mean, they've definitely been on it since. Well, they've been on it for ages. So even since before the network started, NXT was a big time thing. They've been on it for a while. I think they deserve to go up. I think Big Cass is awesome. So much potential.
Oh yeah.
Enzo is very funny.
Yeah.
And they've got that sort of New Age Outlaws shtick at the beginning where the crowd all goes crazy for it. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great. So I see Dash and Dawson winning, and that maybe being the last hurrah for Enzo and Cass on NXT.
Yeah, they get a good segment on this week's NXT as well. It's kind of like a, I don't know, I guess you can call it a goodbye thing. It wasn't really. It wasn't them saying goodbye, but it's just like them being more.
Yeah, they're not a comedy act. They're not just a comedy act.
Yeah,
they've got it. They can be serious and they can be funny at the same time.
Yeah.
So I see Enzo and Cass maybe going to the main roster fairly soon.
Yeah, I agree. Probably with Carmella as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you leave Carmella on her own in NXT, I think maybe she gets lost in the shuffle a bit.
Yeah.
So the NXT women's. So we're both going with Dash and Dawson to win that.
Yep, I would say Dash and Dawson.
Bayley versus Nia Jax for the NXT Women's Championship.
Interesting one. I haven't really seen much of Nia Jax do anything. She kind of plays people around a lot. Can she wrestle? I don't know, maybe. Can she put on a good match with Bayley? Probably. Bayley's pretty good. But Eva Marie's going to be there in some form. She was there last week with this week's NXT.
Yeah.
So yeah, shenanigans. I don't think Nia Jax is going to win. I don't know, maybe. It's weird. It's a weird one because I think they want to put the belt on Eva for sure.
I was about to say the same. I think that's the direction they want to go.
Yeah, definitely.
She is universally disliked.
Yeah, in a kind of best possible way.
See that's a WWE thing to do. Put the belt on Eva Marie because we want her. I mean, she's stunning, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah,
she's gorgeous. But that's all WWE see. I mean, her matches on NXT have not been good.
No, they've
been slow. She doesn't execute that Brian Kendrick finisher very well at all. I don't think
the mouldy bread.
Yeah. So I don't think that would be the way to go. I don't think Nia Jax wins here.
No. People hate Eva. She has a lot of heel heat, which is good if your heels want to be booed and just like the main heel on.
I don't think it's heel heat though. I just think it's dislike heat.
Yeah, that's true. But I think WWE will see it as heel heat.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think Bayley wins. I think it's sort of an overcome the odds sort of victory for Bayley.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be like 2-on-1 as well. And Nia's huge.
She's a big girl, she is, but I think she carries it quite well. I think she's.
Yeah, I don't mean it like just fat.
Oh no!
It's just like
you're not. I know you're not body shaming her, but it's just like she's like Karma.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
awesome Karma. She's not Karma. She never was.
No.
That. I'm so disappointed that flopped.
Yeah, I am.
Because I really like Awesome Kong. I think she was really great.
She's great. She's also in TNA.
Yeah, I think she's still in TNA. I think I read something that she was retiring, but
really?
I don't think anything official came out. I haven't seen it anyway.
Yeah.
I think Bayley wins.
Yeah.
But I don't think it will hurt Nia.
No, I think it might be by disqualification. Maybe something like that. Maybe he will do something. And yeah, we'll see. Interesting.
Yeah, that is an interesting one actually, because although I don't see Bayley losing, it's also difficult to see how she's going to win.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those.
So that could be an interesting one. That already is more interesting to me than Charlotte versus Paige on TLC.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
But then again, I think Asuka versus Emma is more interesting than Charlotte.
Yeah,
because that's had weeks of build up.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
what do you think about Dana Brooke?
I like Dana. I think she's good. She could be very good.
Yeah,
as a heel, she could be very good.
Yeah, she gets a lot of hate, but I've watched on. I don't know if you watched Breaking Ground.
Yeah, I've been watching. I actually caught up with the latest episode just a couple of days back. I watched like 3 in a row that I'd missed. She seems very likeable. She seems. I think she's a good worker as well. I mean, I like her gimmick. She's come from bodybuilder, but she's not overly muscly. She's not.
No, she's not like China.
She's not Nicole Bass.
Yeah, exactly.
From back in the day. I think.
Yeah, I like her. She obviously wants to be there. She wants to be a like wrestler and all that. And
is she injured or something? Because she hasn't had a match for a while. I don't think.
I don't know.
Unless she's been on NXT this week and I haven't seen it. So
she's probably just been training or something. But
maybe.
I definitely see her improving and being a top diva.
When Bayley goes,
woman wrestler, sorry.
When Bayley goes, I think it opens the scene up, because obviously when Bayley won it was time for Bayley to win it.
Yeah.
Because it was a good send off for Sasha and the rest of them.
It's so perfect.
Excellent match as well.
That match couldn't be any better than it was.
It was outstanding, so good. I think it was one of the best matches I've seen this year.
Yeah, so when that little girl cried, Sasha made her cry. That was so perfect. So I was like, yes,
yeah,
awesome.
It was such a good moment.
Sasha sold it really well as well.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
amazing.
And so I mean, it was the right time for Bayley to win it, I think.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, so I think Dana will come more into her own. I think maybe when Bayley does eventually make that transition to the main roster, which will happen, I think, next year.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw on Breaking Ground her helping produce matches.
Oh, yeah?
Which I think is very interesting. I think that shows the level of respect and they've got for her.
Definitely.
And her knowledge. So I think Bayley will make the transition and then he'll open the Divas division up. Sorry, women's division in NXT up.
Yeah.
And
I would hope it changes to women's league.
Starting with Eva Marie's domination of women's wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay, so the big one, the main event, which I'm very excited for, Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe.
Yes.
Samoa Joe is so good. I'm a big fan of Joe. I'm glad they changed his music, because when he first came into NXT, his music sucked and it didn't prompt any reaction from the crowd at all. It did this big build and then it was just like, oh, this is his music, but now it's like pounding and it's awesome. But
it's like they had 2 separate songs and kind of meshed them together. It's like, what? What's happening?
Yeah.
Now it sounds perfect.
I think this is good. Last week on NXT, Samoa Joe fought Tommaso Ciampa in the main event, and it was excellent. Joe looked like an absolute monster.
I like Ciampa.
I like Ciampa as well. Very good. But it made Joe look very strong.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Finn is Finn. Finn looks very strong every week.
I'm really. Yeah, okay, that's right.
And I think going forward, Finn will make that eventual transition. I don't think he's ready. I don't think it's time yet. Not in the current state.
No, because if he goes up to the main roster now, what does he do?
Yeah, there's no point.
It will only damage Finn if he goes to the main roster now. It's like nothing going on.
And I think the fact that they had that segment with Cruz on NXT this week says to me that Finn is going to walk out as champion and will eventually lose it to Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
At whatever the next Takeover event will be or whenever it will be.
I agree.
I think there's one. I think I'm wrong. Don't worry. Listen, no. I was going to say there's one. I think near the Royal Rumble, but there isn't, is there?
I don't know.
There's some NXT tapings at a different venue in Florida, but I don't think there's an actual Takeover. It's special. But I think that's what happened. I mean, Samoa Joe is so good, it wouldn't damage him, I don't think.
No. I think his main purpose of being on NXT is to make new talent look good.
Yes.
While also still looking good himself.
He won't hurt Joe at all.
No. He can't hurt Joe. He's too over.
Yeah, I mean, he's been around for so long, everyone knows who he is. I'm glad they didn't change his name, because I think I'd have been so angry if they'd have changed his name.
It's Samoan Steve.
Yeah. Or just something stupid like that, yeah. Oh, God, yeah. I think Finn wins. I think that's it. I mean, I think Finn wins, and that's it. But I think it'll be an excellent match.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It'll be a match of the night.
Yeah.
For sure. And... then it'll be Apollo versus Finn, which will be great, and they'll make a great match.
And Cruz will win, and Finn will go to the main roster. I think that's how I see it going.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. These scenarios, obviously, that we've just sort of explained then, it doesn't damage NXT.
No.
Because they're all great scenarios, because there's people coming through that, will be worthy challengers to Apollo. Like Baron Corbin will, I assume, at some point win the world title for NXT, the NXT Championship.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that.
And the tag division's so strong as well at the minute. I mean, just touching quickly, I think Chad Gable and Jason Jordan are the best thing.
Oh, yes. That's
one of the best things on NXT at the minute. And they will beat Dash and Dawson eventually.
Yeah.
I see big things in their future. I think NXT is just so strong, depth-wise, that it's difficult for it to not be excellent going forward. And continually excellent as well. I had a thought yesterday, before we sort of finish, and we've been talking for 55 minutes now, so...
Yeah. Where's the sun going?
I don't know what you feel about this. I don't know whether they should maybe have like a mid-tier championship in NXT.
It could work. I think with only an hour show, it might be difficult.
Yeah.
But it could definitely work. Like bring back a cruiserweight championship or something. Put it on NXT.
I was thinking like an NXT television championship.
Yeah.
Like a TV title, something like that. I think that could work. I mean, the world title isn't on NXT every week.
That's true.
So, I mean, for guys... There's a lot of good. I mean, like Ty Dillinger, for example.
Yeah, he's awesome.
People like him, Tommaso Ciampa, people like that. They could all sort of compete for a mid-tier championship.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it'd be too much for it at this point. But I think it's something that could work. I'm not saying they should definitely do it. I'm saying it's something that they could definitely look at, because you could have 1 week, you could have focus on the tag titles and the television championship. Or the week you could have focus on the women's title and the NXT championship. And I don't think it'd lose that. I don't think it'd lose anything as far as sort of quality goes, like it at the minute.
They could have it so just the NXT title is only defended on like takeovers, or like how the WWE title is only defended on pay-per-views mostly.
Yeah.
That way, that would open up for a mid-tier title tour.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a 2-hour show. I mean, you've always got grudge matches in there. I mean, not saying this, like, I'm just using this as an example. Like, Cruz versus Corbin could be for a mid-tier championship.
Yeah,
it could be. Okay, I think that's pretty much. We've covered what we think of Raw and the current state of WWE. Shocking. We've touched on TLC, what we think is going to happen, and. We're not excited for it, but we're going to watch it anyway.
Yeah.
And obviously we've gushed over NXT because we just love it so much, and we've given our predictions for Takeover London. That's it for now. We'll touch base maybe next week, and we'll see how our predictions went for both TLC and the NXT Takeover special.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about it. We'll talk about both shows and the state of things after TLC, and how both the main roster and NXT move forward after their
have to do something big
after their specials. So thank you very much for taking the time to listen to us talk about wrestling. If we'll set up a Twitter account and all that sort of stuff, and we'll send links out, and we'll tag it along with the SoundCloud file that we're going to put this podcast on. So thanks for listening. We'll speak to you next time.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.